So y'all boys want to get money, y'all females want to get money, y'all want to know how to become more successful, y'all want to know, to get to that position where you guys want to be in. Today, I'm going to tell you guys, the rundown. Me and who?
Talk that shit, Mill.
And I'm Nate Yaps, and we back with another video. So let's get right into it. I'm going to always say this, I'm going to repeat this for the new people that are coming into my YouTube. Now, the first thing I preach is to change your mindset. Change your mindset. At the end of the day, everything starts within. Everything starts with the mind. You cannot, grow. You cannot elevate your life if you do not change your mindset. One thing I noticed is, for me to put myself in a better position, I had to better my mentality. I had to better my mindset. The moment I was more positive, the moment I started to think more positive things, that's when it started to come into my life.
Because guess what? Everything you want truly comes in the mind. Like, you got to change your mindset. You got to change how you truly think if you really want something. If you really grinding, then you got to put that within your mind first.
That's so true. Now, the second thing I wanted to get into is taking smart risks. Do not take risks that's going to put you in a lower position, but take smart risks. I ain't going to learn how to invest your money. Learn how to, stack up your bread. Do not go sports betting. At the end of the day, most of these people be betting, gambling all day. Yes, you could get a lot of money, but that's not a smart way to gain your money fast. That's not a smart way to just have money come to you over time. Sports betting, gambling is not how you're going to get money. Understand that you have to be smart with your money. You have to learn how to invest your money. You have to learn how to handle your money. So be smart when it comes to taking these risks. Take risk in good things. Take risk in stuff that has a higher chance of
elevating you. Yeah, most
definitely. I know a bunch of people that was gambling and they're in a negative position now. Like I said, it's only because they was relying on that one person. Like I said, that person can mess up in the sport, whatever you're watching. So it's kind of like, do not sports bet, y'all. Another thing I wanted to get into is make your money grow, y'all. All this money that you have, imagine you working 9 to 5. You can come back from your 9 to 5 tired, but you can make your paycheck grow even more. You can invest your money to things that are going to make you more money.
Never blow your whole paycheck. Always invest into different things because you never truly know. I would even have a high yield savings account because savings account, that will get you right. That will make you have a spot even when you're in low times. You know what I mean? So make sure to invest your money wisely.
Most definitely. Now, another thing I wanted to get into is, be consistent. I know I always talk about this, but the moment you are consistent, the moment you're grinding and you're getting to where you want to be and you're just putting in the work, trust and believe you're going to get to where you want to be. Trust and believe that all the work that you're putting in is all going to pay you off. And like I said, this is not a whole lot of money, y'all, but I'm only doing this to show y'all. I'm only telling y'all this. At the end of the day, you can get to where you want to be if you're consistent, if you're always grinding, because like I said, if you're staying positive and you're putting in the work, all the good things that you want is going to start, it's going to start gravitating towards y'all. It's going to come towards y'all. So understand that, have patience, be patient. That's a whole other thing too. Hold it down. Hold the patience down. Trust the process, because it's all gonna come to you. Like I said, be consistent, have patience, trust the process. It's all gonna work out. What do you have to say?
Definitely. To add on to that, I would say things don't come when you want it to. Like, you gotta realize consistency, even when you're tired, even when you're down, even when you don't want to do it. That's gonna be the most crucial times in growth, because you never really truly understand when you're gonna blow up. You not blow up when you want to, you feel me? It blows up when you stay consistent and you stay with the process.
Most definitely. Now, another thing I wanted to talk about is turn your pain, turn your struggle into strength. Understand that you could either let a situation make you or break you. And I feel like all of us should let all these setbacks, all these situations that we go through, we should let us build us into a stronger person. At the end of the day, we could choose that, we could choose our outcome. We could choose our end goal no matter what. If we woke up today with another opportunity of living, you guys got to realize that we could go out there and do whatever we want to do. We could go out there and, you feel me, we could become a millionaire, we can become a billionaire, but it's all on you. Like I said, turn all that pain, turn all that struggle that you're going through, turn it into strength, turn it into motivation.
Most definitely. Like, you cannot let your pain and struggling get you down to make you quit, because at the end of the day, that's what truly builds you. It shows your character when you truly strive and go past mistakes or struggles that you go through. You have to build upon that and just don't let it get you down, you feel me?
Most definitely. And another thing I wanted to talk about is protecting your peace. Understand that people are always going to have something to say about you. People are always going to question your goals. They're always going to question your dreams. But at the end of the day, if you know your goal, if you know your end goal, don't stress about what people are saying. At the end of the day, don't give your peace to these people. These people always gonna have something to say. I had people in my life hating on me for just showing money. At the end of the day, yes, it is a whole lot of ones, but I'm only doing this to show y'all, look, y'all would not watch this video if y'all did not see the money. And, it's just proving a point. But at the end of the day, I'm doing this so I could elevate myself, so I could get more viewers. So like I said, don't give in to what these people say. At the end of the day, if you're doing what you got to do, that's respectable. At the end of the day, stay true to yourself, protect your peace, because it's all gonna work out.
Most definitely. People are gonna hate regardless, no matter what you do. It's all about how you respond, because guess what? When people hate, they see something in you that they never had. So remember, they're always hating to try to get you on that level with them. So don't go.
Most definitely. Now, another thing I wanted to talk about is using your time wisely, y'all. We have 24 hours in a day, and you choose how you want to live that day every single day. If you're spending all that time scrolling on TikTok, if you're spending all that time playing the game, going out with your friends, going to the club, what do you think your life is going to be? Where do you think, you're going to go in the next couple years? Rather than just holding it down and grinding and doing stuff that's going to put you in a better position. What I believe is, you're going to do some stuff for free, whether it's content creation in the beginning, whether it's just studying, getting into trading, getting into all these other things. You're going to study in the moment, and it's all going to be, you putting in this hard work for free, but it's going to pay off later on. You're going to be making big bank later on. So invest your time right. Know that you have to invest your time into stuff that's going to lead you to becoming more successful. I don't care if it's meditating. I don't care if it's working out, because at the end of the day, you being organized, you doing stuff that's going to better your mental, your physical, and all that, it's going to put you in a higher up position. Trust in God, like I said, and just keep doing stuff that's going to make you more productive. Put yourself in a position where it's going to, like I said, elevate yourself. Don't go out and do all these negative things like sitting up all day watching TV or scrolling on social media all day. Like I said, I got stuck up scrolling on social media all day, and that's when I realized I had to go invest my time right. That's how I started making money. That's how I started, getting all these opportunities.
Most definitely. You are what you spend. What I love to say is you are what you spend your most time in. So if you spend your most time doom scrolling, not being productive, and that's how you're going to be for the rest of your life. You feel me? You have to make a change in what you spend your most time into, because that's what you're truly going to become.
And most definitely. Now, another thing I wanted to talk about is ask for help. It's okay to ask for help. It's okay to ask for, other people's wisdom. At the end of the day, I had to put myself in a position, and I still am. I'm asking people for help. I'm asking people for help. Like, how can I do this? How can I do this when it comes to YouTube? How can I do this when it comes to making money? At the end of the day, it's never bad to, ask people for help. It's always, something that you can learn.
Most definitely. Like, the things I be seeing is people hate to learn. They think they get to a certain point where it's just they can't learn anything from anyone. So you always have the ability to learn from other people. Don't think you're ever too up there to where you can't learn from other people. There's always learning opportunities, because you never truly know that something can elevate you. Someone may be able to elevate you, but you're too busy on looking a certain way.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta learn from people.
Yeah, you gotta learn from people. At the end of the day, like I said, don't be afraid to ask people. If you feel like you know everything, I'm gonna keep it real with you. You don't know everything.
You don't.
Even people that are so successful, they do not know everything. They still, have to ask for help. They still have to learn new stuff. They have to learn. Like I said, it's a new day every day. It's something getting developed every single day. So it's like you're always learning. So don't be afraid to ask for help. Now, another thing I wanted to talk about is choose your friends. Choose who you hang around. Another thing that's been helping me out, that's leading me to elevate myself, is I know my circle. I'm having a positive circle, like my man's Camille. Like I said, we're both elevating each other. We're both, getting each other in a higher position, and even ourselves. It's kind of like we motivate each other. I say, yo, did you post a video?
Right.
Yeah, did you post a video today? Did you do this today? Did you work out today? So choose your friends. At the end of the day, most of these people do not want to see you elevate. Oh my gosh. Most of these people do not want to see you elevate. They want to see you in a position where, you're just always going to stay down. A lot of these people are jealous and they're envious. And I always say it, and it's so true. You got to watch out with these people. When they come into your life, like I said, they just want to take everything away from you. So like I said, understand that, all these people that you hang around, they might not all be your friends. They might not all want to see you in a good position.
You have to be careful who you allow into your life, because they can truly be maliceful. You never truly know. So always watch who you hang around.
Yeah. And like I said, I'm not going to tell you guys the exact way how to get rich, because you have to go out there and find your own way. But what I am going to say is take responsibility. You feel me? Be more positive. Follow purpose. At the end of the day, if you're chasing purpose, if you're chasing the grind, if you're chasing God or whatever, at the end of the day, all the money, everything else is going to follow through. You cannot chase money. Like I said, money comes and goes all the time. I'm going to say money's meant to be spent. But like I said, you can make it gravitate towards you, most definitely, if you're trusting the process, if you're chasing purpose.
Most definitely.
Now, guys, I ain't gonna lie, we're gonna end the video here. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like I said, I'm gonna keep it real, y'all. Like I said, I'm true to myself. It's a whole lot of ones, y'all. But like I said, I'm doing this so I can get views. And it has been getting me mad views, y'all. So like I said, if y'all want to do the method, just flex a whole lot of ones online.
That's really what it is for
Yeah, that's what it is. Stay true to yourself. At the end of the day, I know I'm gonna go up. I know I'm gonna be successful. And I know I'm becoming rich. So y'all boys stay up. Y'all boys stay lit.
Stay